You guys got to stop this. Your student loan debt is your debt, and we have to account for it, whether it's in a deferred status or forbearance status. We have to account for it in your DTI. So when I'm talking to a Mr. and Mrs. homebuyer, I'm like, hey, what do we do for work? What's our income looking like? Hey, what's our cash looking like? How much do you want to bring to the table? Then I say, what kind of debt do you have? Now they'll say, oh, well, I have a credit card, but I pay that every month. Or they may say, okay, I do have a car. Never do they say anything about their student loans. Never. Or if they mention the student loans, they say, well, I do have student loans, but they're deferred. I don't even pay them. And let me add that the logic around why we account for your loans, whether they're deferred or not, is because it is real debt. And if I don't drive anything else home on this video, I want you guys to understand that your student loans are a real thing that you do have to pay back. This is the problem with the student loan crisis. The government is totally in bed with universities because the curriculum pretty much has stayed the same, but the costs have risen tremendously. All of the policies that they've passed, you guys, you can file a bankruptcy and dissolve everything except for your student loans. Think about that. And really right now, I'm supposed to be giving you guys guidelines on the student loans. And now I'm up here talking about the Fed because just like the mortgage rates, just like with student loan crisis, the federal government are the ones behind all of this, you guys. So before I digress, let me get back to telling you guys how your mortgage lender will look at your student loans and how that impacts your purchase power. We will either take 0.5% of the total student loan balance, or we will take 1% of the total student loan balance, or we can take zero. Okay? I know you guys want to hear about that. For example, $100,000 in student loan debt will cost you $70,000 in purchase power. And of course, all of this depends on which loan program you are using. So FHA loan programs will always account for your student loan payment at 0.5%. So $100,000 in student loan debt will mean, hey, $500 a month is their monthly debt obligation for student loans. And if you're doing a conventional loan, that will determine the 0.5% or the 1%. Now, Freddie Mac allows 0.5%. Fannie Mae allows 1%. Your mortgage lender should be using the loan program that will give you more flexibility. And let me add, when I say Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, those are the government purchasers for mortgages. So when you buy a house, you get a mortgage on the secondary market, they are the ones who buy and sell mortgages. And so they are the one who also dictate the guidelines that are required. So let's get back to this $0 payment. You can be on an IBR, an income-based repayment plan, that requires you to pay $0, and you can absolutely account for $0 in your student loans if you do a Freddie Mac conventional loan program. This is one of the most well-kept secrets, or I should say not even a well-kept secret, because a lot of mortgage lenders have no idea about this. But let me tell you, I have saved deals by being able to say, okay, wait a minute, what kind of income-based repayment plan are you on? And send me that document that says how much you are obligated to pay. If the document says, hey, I'm on an income-based repayment plan and my current obligation is $0, it's a done deal. Also, if there are any veterans watching this, thank you for serving. If you are a veteran, we typically account for your student loan debt at 0.5% of the total student loan balance. However, if your student loans are deferred for at least 12 months or more, we can account for zero. The VA loans are actually kind of like the Wild Wild West. I saw a video the other day where they said, oh, a VA loan, you need a 700 credit score and all this other stuff. No, you don't. If you guys want to hear me talk about VA loans in about 3-5 minutes, let me know. Drop me a comment below. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. And until next time, peace.